my dear ones. This is a timeless, near personal love and spirituality reading for whomever is guided to watch it, with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. This reading in particular is sponsored by psychic medium Tiffany at www.tiffanygarrick.com. And if you also want to support my channel like Tiffany, you can follow the donation link in the description box of this video. I am sorry that I haven't been able to do near personal readings for 2 months. Actually, I think it's 2 months today. I have been otherwise engaged and had a lot of obligations that is both about my personal life but also my business. So, but hopefully I will be able to make more of these near personal videos for you from now on. That's my goal anyway, but I don't seem to be in charge. Okay, so take note that this reading that I will do can be in the reverse for some of you. If you need more information or help after you have listened to this reading, you can turn to the love readings for the season that is up, or you can check out the pick a card and near personal readings on the first page of my channel. And I will start shuffling your cards, and I use the original WAITE tarot. Okay, so when I open your deck here, I see the Tower in the reversed and the Knight of Cups. So it seems like someone in your life has gone through a little bit of a mini tower. It can be you, or maybe a suitor of yours, someone that have maybe fallen off their high horse, or maybe starting to see something from a new light. It might be that when we are close to the edge, we become more grateful of the things we have in our life, and we might appreciate them more. So I call the divine with love and light. And here we have the Four of Swords with the Tower in the reversed. So even though this person, because I feel for most of you it will be a person outside of you, wants to maybe come forward to you and confess their love, they are currently not doing so. And I want to figure out what's going on with them. So I will take Life Loves You card and see what's up with their self-love. I open my mind and say yes to life. We can clearly see that this person haven't opened their mind and they don't say yes to life. So that's one of their issue. I am worthy of my own love. So it might be that they are working to learn to love themselves at this point. And it is safe to ask for help. So I feel also that it's not safe for them to ask for help. They are going through some kind of breakdown. It's not a big breakdown. It's more like an epiphany, I would say, but maybe an epiphany of things that they have done that was a mistake, or I think they have been able to see something from a new light. For example, the value of your relationship, or the value of you, or they might have opened their heart a little bit more to life in general here. And so they're going through this mental breakdown, or this physical or emotional breakdown, and they don't feel like it's safe for them to ask for help. When you fear you can't do it all by yourself, maybe it's a sign you don't have to. When you stop trying to do it all by yourself, help appears. So if this is for you, this is very good advice. And you can probably see this with other people, that the people that try to keep you on an arm's length distance, doesn't want you to help them. If they would ask you for help, you would be there for them 100%. So maybe there's a lot of people out there that would be there also for you 100% if you could lower your guard a little bit. And I open my mind and say yes to life. Life is inviting you to experience a whole new level of happiness, healing, prosperity, success, and love. So I suggest doing more of the things that you actually love, right now. Don't wait until you retire or until you find that loved one that will make your life special. Don't wait until you have vacation. Start to do the fun things now. Okay, give them more priority. I'm worthy of my own love. Write a love note to yourself. What is it that you most need or want to hear? So for you, this is about self-love. For the other person, it's also about self-love. It's nothing we can get help from others with. This is something that needs to happen within, and it kind of shows this Four of Swords situation where a person is kind of going inwardly. They are not having any activity out in the world. They're just lying here. So that's a very good time to process, to have inwardly aimed processes. For example, digesting what you have been through and resetting your mind to love yourself instead of blaming yourself and things like this. So I don't remember where I were, but I called the 4 archangels, and we have Justice in the reversed and the 4 of Swords. So as long as this other person here in your life, or you that matter, is not done processing, they are not able to go out and make justice in the world. So if you're waiting for someone to apologize, to be the bigger person and apologize, I don't see this happening anytime soon. Okay, the person is still going through some kind of mental or emotional breakdown, which they are just trying to survive, or they might even try to resist it. So lying there with their jaws kind of like biting their teeth really hard and having a lot of tension in their body and trying to not feel and not think. And you know, it needs to come a time when this person can more fall into self-acceptance and kind of give in for what they are really feeling and accept maybe a tsunami wave of emotions, and then action will happen. So 6 elements, and here we have the Emperor and Justice. So it might be that you're dealing with the male side of you that's too stubborn to actually go out and make your life happy for yourself. Instead, you stay in boredom and doom and gloom because this is what's safe. It's your comfort zone. Or it might be a person acting from their masculine element, doing this right now, and therefore causing imbalances and unfairness in your relationship. Okay, and in the world maybe. So 6 elements, earth, wind, fire, water, spirit, and ether, to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear ones. And I want you to have love in your life and to find yourself in loving relationships. I also want you to have creative success and to find yourself walking on your highest path towards your highest destiny. Okay, so I will just tune in for a few seconds here to you and your situation. It can be very frustrating if you're kind of waiting for someone to have this mental breakdown or emotional breakdown and they still resist it, kind of wasting time. So that can be a sadness in your life, I guess, and knowing that things could be very different if a person just, acted more healthy in their life, more open, more vulnerable, more strong, more brave. So to make this happen in the world, you might need to start with yourself. So what is it that you know that you should do, but you aren't doing it? Okay. What are you postponing? What are you like fresh and beautiful things that could create a better life for you? Why are you not doing it? And it might be that there's trauma and resistance and a lot of things connected to this. Maybe you're focusing a lot on day-to-day survival instead of having fun and living your life. So when you start to focus on that, you might see issues coming up to the surface that needs to be dealt with. For example, having fun might cause you to stress because things at home or at the workplace isn't being done properly. And there you have a red thread which you can start to follow, both emotionally and mentally, and see where it leads. So why are you feeling this big stress? Or why can't you relax? Or why can't you do this thing that you used to think were fun before? What has happened? So a very good thing to do to make these feelings come up to surface so we can heal them is to actually actively do the things we kind of want to do but refuse to do, and do them anyway. A little every day. For example, if we know we need to have more exercise but we refuse to do it, so start to run, for example, 10 minutes every day, and see what emotions comes up when you want to stop and go home and refuse to do it. So this can be a journey into yourself. Okay. So this is the new bottom of the deck, and it's the Magician in reverse, so non-action again. A person that kind of knows what needs to be done but refuse to do it because something is preventing them, something inside of them that hasn't been figured out is subconsciously preventing a person from having a more harmonious, happy and healthy life. And here's the old bottom of the deck, and it's a 5 of Wands, so at least we are not fighting anymore, it seems. So the fight is over. There's no conflict anymore. We're kind of on the same side, but the bridge isn't made. The bridge to, the solution to how can we move forward from this, or how can we build a more healthy life after this. So there's no conflict anymore. It's kind of peace, but it's no solutions either. Okay. So I will just put out your cards here. Okay, so we start with the central card. That's the issue of the situation, and it's a 3 of coins. So it's kind of, again, we know what needs to be done but we don't do it. Okay, we know we need to spend more time with our children instead of being on the computer or on the cell phone. It can also be that we know that we need to eat more healthy food but we refuse to cook food. And it can be so many different things that we have the knowledge but we don't take the action, the healthy action. So even this with people for example, not cooking their own food and not eating healthy, there can be a resistance to happiness, a resistance to life, a resistance to live that is in the way for you being able to do this. So again, do something small every day, like something little, a really easy kind of dish or bakery or something like this, and just one small thing, and maybe not every day even, or take it every other day and see what comes up. Do you get headache? Do you feel frustration? Do you feel like you want to run and hide? It's a lot of feelings attached to this, old memories that you haven't been able to digest and process, and it's time to do it now. So start to find the threads, the things you know how to do them but you don't do them. Why? Okay. And here you have your past. So it's a 7 of Cups. So it's like your primordial swamp, the place where you feel sick but you don't know why. So we often return to this place. We try to run away from it. We try to create a healthy life for ourselves. And then we find ourselves being back at this place with still all these problems or all these hopes and dreams and issues not being healed, not being solved, not being fulfilled. And you need to start processing these issues one by one and taking them out of the closet and into the light. Okay. And this is kind of your mission, and it's the Queen of Swords in the reversed. So the Queen of Swords in the reversed. I would have liked her to come actually in the upright position, because this would have shown me that you were able to do the work. But right now it seems like you would continue. If you hadn't watched this start video, you would have continued, put a blind eye towards this and just refuse to do it. Refuse to do the solution that will make you healthy. Stop using drugs, or stop being with that impossible lover, or start to make new friends, or whatever it is. But you don't seem particularly up for this. It's your mission, but you don't do it. What you need to do is to start to look at these things with intelligence, sharpness, awareness. Queen of Swords, she is here right now. She's seeing things. She's being able to penetrate to your projections and your issues, but you don't really use her. But tarot readings, they are for this reasons. Why we read about the future is so that you can change it. So you can actually take up the Queen of Swords and start to be aware. This is what you have done your whole life. You have issues, you refuse to do anything about them, you refuse to see them. You have issues, you refuse to do anything about it, you refuse to see them, over and over and over again, instead of taking the bull by the horn. And if you have, there can be phobias as well. If you have a phobia, go and investigate. What is this about? Why are you super scared of a small little spider or wasp or whatever? We can be scared of things that will actually kill us, but it's usually very irrational. Yes, it's dangerous to fly. It's dangerous to jump into an elevator. People can die, but it's dangerous to eat your breakfast as well. You can, choke on it. So, I'm sorry. So, what you need to do here is to start detective work. And see what this is all about. And the only thing you really need to do is just to kind of put yourself in that situation, just a little, and see what's going on, what is happening, what are your reaction, and what reaction are you trying to run away from. Okay, and this is from kind of divine point of view. And so it seems like the energy that's here, it's about being the master of yourself, being able to have self-control, and being able to put action into your words, to have integrity, to have principles, self-control. So it's the opposite of what we are seeing here. This is avoidance. And this is kind of facing the issue head on. So that is what the divine is asking of you. And the world might start pressing you as well. So if you don't do it free willingly, first there's whisperings, and then there will be a hammer to the head with the tower coming in with full force. For example, an authority coming in and saying, well, we need to take you here and do this weaning off drugs program, or whatever it can be. And it doesn't have to be an authority that forces you. It can be a physician that says, if you don't do anything about this, your health is going to suffer, or whatever. But it's going to be higher and higher, first whispers. Maybe that phase is already gone, and now it's more, pushes. This is what you need to do. And this is it's kind of your reaction to all of this. And we have a little Page of Wands, so still not wanting to do it, still running away, avoidance, feeling nervous, itchy, exhilarated, and almost like you're waiting for something to happen, but you don't know why. You might check your phone every 6 minutes, or be a little bit all over the place, because you kind of know that life is watching you and you are not doing the thing that you were supposed to do, dealing with your issues. Don't overwhelm yourself though. It's not about becoming a perfect person. It's just about finding the small repetitive things that is messing up your life, and dealing with them, so your life will be, more wonderful, more happy. I open my mind and say yes to life. Life is inviting you to experience a whole new level of happiness, healing, prosperity, success, and love. And this is what you're avoiding currently with your avoidant attitude, because you don't want to touch it. You don't want to deal with that mess. You just avoid it. And so this is what I'm talking about. You might have a person on the outside that's very avoidant, but you're avoiding your own issues. So how can you blame this person for not doing the healthy thing when you can't do the healthy thing? Okay. And here we have the 10 of Cups in the reverse. So this is what's not being able to happen due to this problem here, or this issue. So happiness can't come because you're avoiding to deal with the mess that has not been made by you, just by life itself. Things that have freaked you out and you were never able to process it, and now it has become a little bit of phobia, even though maybe it was fun before, or it could be fun, but since it has been kind of tainted in some way, you have pushed it aside and decided that this is not for me. So love is not for you, happiness is not for you, family is not for you, good food is not for you, or whatever it is, health is not for you, or physical activity that could make you really happy is not for you. And we can see this arch, and I told you that the epiphany is there. You kind of know what needs to be done, but the bridge hasn't been made to get yourself over there. So this was I think the work that needs to be done, and this is the mission, or if it's the other way around. And we have a 10 of coins in the reverse. So again, this inability to create the things you want the most in your life, because you're not dealing with the issue at hand. So start dealing with it. Just 5 minutes a day. Do the thing that you don't want to do. It might be a simple thing as well. Just you have a wardrobe that you just throw stuff into, but you don't deal with ever cleaning that place out. So take one shoebox every day and sort. And it might be very, very difficult and you don't understand why, but it's because you're not really sorting things. You're sorting through your hard memories, your fun memories, things that didn't go the way you wanted, hopes and dreams that failed. So be kind to yourself, but still do it, but just a little at the time. Sort out your wardrobe, okay? This is kind of the foundation issue, and it's 3 of Swords in the reverse. So you're just avoiding heartbreak. You don't want to deal with old heartbreak, old betrayals, old situation where people failed you or you failed yourself, when life failed you or luck failed you. So it's just like you're trying to pretend like everything is okay, even though you can't really feel the happiness and you can't really say yes to life. You have just this avoidant behavior. And 3-3, it shows it's the life force, it's the mother. So some of you might have mother issues that have made you unable to enjoy life, because if we have a trauma connected to motherhood or our mother, we might not feel like life becomes us, or we can't really be happy, we can't have a smile on our face, we can't be grateful, we can't enjoy life. So we might need to heal the feminine aspect, and it's with using the masculine aspect of just doing it, okay? Just do it, one bit at the time. Ace of Swords, well, I don't have big hope for you being able to do it, but I truly know that if you were able to, if you can just take this shoebox a day or that little dinner recipe, or, you know, taking at least the walk or whatever it is, and, you know, expand it and make your life more and more healthy and happy and prosperous, it will come with big rewards. But it doesn't seem like the divine has super much hope for you being able to deal with this issue now. You haven't dealt with it before. You seem to still brush it underneath the carpet, and you are not even aware that you are doing it. You just feel like, no, I don't want to do that. I go and watch telly instead, or I go and call my friend, or it can be simple things as you can't play with your children. You feel tired or sleepy, or you have not touched your bicycle for 20 years, or it can be so many different things. The things that gave you so much joy once, they are not giving you joy anymore, and you're trying to avoid the whole thing, but you're actually diminishing your life while you do so. Okay, so you know what you need to do. Start with one little thing every day. The Ace of Swords here, and be observant. You know, follow the red thread. What is it? What is happening? Do I feel stomach ache? Do I get chest pain? What happens to my breathing? Does it become shallow and fast? What happens to my heartbeat? What happens? Do I start to sweat? Do I start to feel like I need to go to sleep? So you won't be able to solve the trauma that happened, or the issue that happened, or the lost dream. But you will start to follow the red thread, and eventually it will lead to some kind of solution, some kind of digestion, where you are able to heal this part and move on into your new, very, very happy life. Okay, so there's a reward, there's a rainbow in the end of this. So it's not just icky and doing things that is outside of your comfort zone. Outside your comfort zone now, I might add, because many of these things will be things that have given you a lot of happiness in the past, maybe in your childhood, what was kind of hinted here with the Page of Wands. Okay, so I want you to take really, really good care, and I will try to be more attentive, to be like freeing up more time to do these near personal readings for you. I have been forced to do practical things that has taken most of my time, and I want to do these more fun things together with you. So hopefully we see each other soon again, and until next time, take really good care, and bye bye.